there isn't much to say about uh, yesterday. This is probably why the vlog is starting on the Sunday. I've decided to actually mm, start the weekly vlog on the Sunday, so that way I will have less stress somehow to post it um, on YouTube and all that stuff. So yeah, I decided from now on the vlog is going to start on Sunday and end on Saturday. Um, so yeah, I am currently going to the hairdresser because my hair definitely need a little trim. And today is the day for my appointment with the psychiatrist to get the medicine, hopefully, for my ADHD. So, finger crossed. Um, so there's that. What else? The, I thought there was something else. Yeah, I was thinking also that yesterday I didn't have to film much, but it was kind of a good day in a way because I had the first customer that I had is working in a pharmacy, and that was pretty awesome because we talked about the medicine, and she said that I can get to her pharmacy and she will be there, and I can get her my prescription because I had some friend who had ADHD who've been to a pharmacy getting their medicine and they had like an um, what is the name again for that? Non-solicited advice. And yeah, we talked about that, and she said no shade, nothing's gonna happen. Just get with your prescription, and I will take care of you. And I was like, yay! And the last customer I had, we talked about the job that I'm looking for because, as you know, if you've been watching the weekly vlog, I am currently working on a degree to get uh, an exam in order to become, well, kind of working for the government and all that stuff. And he is doing the job that I'm looking for, so that was pretty cool to have her feedback. She also worked as a jury for the exam for the government uh, exam to become, because that's how it is in France. I don't know how it is in other country, but I know that in Germany it's different because you just got to go to school and then you get to the school that prepare you for a job. In here, there's like an exam and car, and there is like a contest. So basically, you will be like 1,000 people to apply, and you have an exam where you have to just, get some document and analyze them and synthesize them, and you get some point, and then you get in sort kind of an interview, and this interview will give you also some points, and at the end of the day, you will have like all the points together, and they just gonna like recruit the 500 first that got the most high level points. So this is gonna be hard. I don't know. Anyway, right now I'm going to the hairdresser. This is going nowhere right now. So let's focus. I'm gonna get to the hairdresser and then I will have to go to um, the psychiatrist. So I'll see you after the psychiatrist. So I took the pills 1.5 hours ago, and I can't really tell if it's working so far. Um, the thing is that he told me that there's two type of pills that he can prescribe. There is one that is more an instant one. That means that once you swallow it, within the few minutes, then it's gonna act and make some effect. And the one that he prescribed me is more diffuse one and long lasting. So I will see during the day if it's gonna get better or not, or if I will be having more sharp mind or thought. I will see. For now, I don't really see any differences. I still got lost on track. Like for example, I did my coffee with milk, and I kind of got organized though because for once I didn't. Yeah, I did rush everywhere, and I cannot end a sentence before starting a new one. So that means that it's not really effective so far. He told me that I can actually take another one 4 hours. I have 10 milligrams, so I can have 20, but I have to wait between 3 and 4 hours before taking the other one to add a little boost. So I will see, and we will have the answer at the end of the day. However, I feel like I'm struggling, like having issue to control myself to not dissociate, and I just feel like, is it kind of part of the process? Like, should I just let myself go and maybe something will happen and that's part of the treatment? Or he didn't really answer that question because I didn't ask that question, but he didn't anticipate that effect though. So I really have no clue whatsoever, but we will see. Time will tell. But yeah, I'm also struggling to find a main purpose for that week. Last week I did the dollhouse costume. The week before it was mainly focused on doll photography, and this week I feel like I don't know what I want to do. I don't know if I want to do photography. I'm pretty sure that I don't want to do any dios or something like that, but I am kind of the in between that I want to do something and I don't feel like I don't have this click to kind of do it, if you know what I mean. So it's kind of frustrated because I should have thought about that. Usually when I start the week, I have my calendar and my weekly plan and I know where I'm going and heading to, but usually on Sunday, I already have an idea. This week, I just, no, I just gave up on something. I just thought, let's just press play and see what the magic work. But I don't know. I really have no idea, no boost or something. Uh, I was mainly focusing on today and the appointment with the therapist. Now that it's done, I feel like there is already plenty of days left in the week. And the main subject plan was today. So what's next? So I have to think about that and come up with something. I was thinking of, we talked about that during the weekly vlog about joining back to school from Bear Jenny, Irene, Roy's, Ambroise. That's why I have an issue with her name because I don't know if it's pronounced, because in France we will pronounce it Ambroise, but I'm guessing that in the United States and England we do not say Ambroise, we call it something else and we pronounce it another way, and there is a fly. Uh, Anyways, so I was thinking that maybe I can create or take some hashtags and doll account that have created an event, a weekly events, and maybe doing a photo that will be related to the weekly events because I wanted to do the photos for the Swifty dolls and I haven't done it yet. So I'm thinking, how about doing something like that for the rest of the week? I don't know, but that's a thought. And we're Wednesday. No existential crisis today for a change. Um, I just wanted to come to kind of review what happened yesterday because I took the first pills of my ADHD treatment at 1 p.m. and I took 10 milligram and it didn't had any effect whatsoever. So I decided to wait because my psychiatrist told me that I needed, that most of the people use 20 milligrams. And I thought maybe it's a bit too much for a start. Um, I should have took 20 milligrams. I did it this morning. Um, and what I wanted to say is that I took the other 10 at 5 p.m. and I am never, ever gonna take a pills at 5 p.m. ever again. I spent the night, it was a fucking nightmare. Let's just say it that way. Um, I went to bed, I put my head in the pillow, and then I had like pop-up window in my mind, like everything that was going on, the government exam, the degree exam, the weekly vlog as well, the doll project, the hair salon, the bank account, the accountants, everything just popped at the same time, and my brain didn't had like the peace in a way to just treat every information at a time. It was going everywhere. It was just awful because in the same time my body felt it's time to go to bed, but my brain didn't kind of connected with the body. So it was just awful. But this morning I took 20 milligrams from before I left home, and I completed the files for the first because the degrees that I want to get, um, I need to do in several steps. And the first step is to actually ask permission to do it, and to ask if what I've learned during my professional experiences and the different skills that I learn about it, is it kind of matching the degree that I want to have? And you have to kind of give your ID, you have to complete some paperwork that they're asking. And I was able to sit for 1 hour, just sit and being able to focus on that specific task. I didn't have like this urge in my stomach, in my guts, that I need to do something, I need to move, I need to stand up, like I need to do some stuff, and going all the way around. I was just focused on what I was doing. And that just felt so brand new. And I'm guessing that for some people that are listening to that and are thinking that it's only 1 hour, it's nothing. Honestly, it never happened to me before. And yeah, I just sent some voicemail to friends of mine, telling them, and I was crying for some of them because I felt so emotional to be proud of myself to be able to do that. So yeah, 4 minutes just to talk about that. Right now, what I'm gonna do is I've made some 3D print of little glasses, of cocktail glasses, and I have some epoxy resin in this bowl right here. I have my phone ready because Blue Himitsu released his new vlog, and I'm so excited to see it. Um, and yeah, I'm gonna put some epoxy in here. I have some pigment that I have to take, and I'm gonna be focusing on that because my next customer is going to be here in 1.5 hours. So I really want to complete that before. So let's craft. Welcome Thursday. Yay. So excited for this week to finally end. So today I'm gonna do the part two of what I did yesterday, which is hold on, the cocktail drinks. So this time I thought I'm gonna be yeah, more organized. I have this cup that had the epoxy resin, and I have those little cup here. that I'm gonna use to mix the pigment. So that way I will just, create sort of a little bend here, and it will be easier to kind of, spread the liquid inside. And I've also 3D printed some mini ice cube that you're not gonna see. Maybe you see it. It's a little bit yellow because it just got cured in the UV machine, and transparent resin usually got this color yellow at the beginning when it's gonna get, like hard. And then it will become, like this kind of transparent thing here. Whoopsie. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. And what I've been thinking is that maybe this week is gonna be just, chill. That's okay, I guess. You're the viewer, so you're the one who's gonna be able to say if that's okay or not. But also on the fact that I'm thinking that I'm gonna be more focusing on miniature maybe this week, because it's like this, and I can also create some other stuff at home, whatever. You know what? Whatever. The 3D files will be linked in the description if you want to have those for you and print them, or have someone nearby who have a 3D print and want to create those for you. So the link will be in the description. And also tonight I'm gonna go with some friends, play on the video game called Grounded. So it's gonna be fun because there's 4 characters in the game and we are 4. So it's gonna be hopefully fun. But for now, let's focus on that. We're on Wednesday, and I've been thinking that this week I haven't done much. To be honest, I've mainly just did a photo on Sunday, and the rest of the week was mainly focusing on the treatment and the ADHD treatment I'm meaning, um, and also focusing on the miniature that I've made, those little glasses with, like a Mai Tai inspiration and like a Cosmo, and it's officially, like hard. So that's pretty cool. And what I'm really glad about is that it's not sticky. So that means that I did actually a good job mixing the epoxy. So that's cool. But I've been thinking that I feel kind of stuck because I've decided to focus on Woody and Buzz. And I keep saying that I want more diversity when it comes to the content and when it comes to the collection. Like, I've been complaining about that few vlog ago about content creator and doll photographer that only will focus on one brand and not follow other account because they're not doing what they're doing. And we kind of grew in our own community within the community, and that's not who I am. That's not what I'm standing for. And I'm thinking that I'm gonna, focus a bit more on what I want to do and not restrain myself, focus on Woody and Buzz action figure 1/12 scales and that kind of stuff. So I'm thinking that I'm gonna open up a little bit more. What I'm missing now is to create mini stories. What I'm missing is to have different bodies, shapes, sizes, and stuff like that to play around with. And this is so confusing now because I have a dirty mind and I'm just twisted. Oh, Jesus. Okay, whatever. Forget about that. Yeah, I'm thinking that I'm gonna try to do more um, diverse dolls and toys and mix and match all of them because that's the kind of stuff that I want, and that's probably why I didn't felt that much inspiration this week. Um, so this is the direction that we will go in next week. I don't know if that makes sense, but I think it made sense. I don't know. Well, you'll tell me. Um, Speaking of the treatment, I had an experience yesterday that felt a little bit weird. Um, I took the pills at 7 a.m. and by 5 p.m. I felt like the effect of the pills was starting to fade. Um, and at 6 p.m. it was done. It was all gone, no more effect. And that was just so weird because it just felt like everything was rushing in my mind. It was like my brain was literally saying that, okay, I've been on mute for the entire day, and now we need to discuss about a lot of things. And it was going everywhere and without any logic and sense. And it was just kind of complicated because I also realized at that moment that this is the brain that I'm used to for the past 36 years. And now I'm realizing that the pills were actually doing something, not a huge switch though. So that means that we definitely gonna need to talk about that with my psychiatrist, that the treatment isn't maybe strong enough or there isn't that much, some adjustment to make anyway. So it just felt weird that for a second, I realized that it has been like that for 36 years and I never really realized how fast it's going in my head. Um, Not meaning that I'm smarter than anyone or something like that. No, it's just the fact that my mind will go from a subject to another one without any transition. Um, and this connection is kind of make me feel exhausted at the same time. And what I realized also is that when I took the treatment, we're Friday today, so that means that it was Thursday. So last night I went to bed at 9 p.m. The day before I went to bed at 8 p.m. My body feels just exhausted at the end of the day. So is it a side effect of the treatment? I definitely gonna write it down for the psychiatrist when we're gonna see each other in 2 weeks. So we'll see about that at that moment. Yeah, I was trying to remember when was the appointment with the therapist and the psychiatrist, and it's the week after the week in Paris. So yay. So yeah, we're gonna see. It was kind of a weird day today, and a lot of different emotion going on and things happening in my personal life as well. Um, so yeah, that's probably why I've been thinking about I needed to switch my mind. I had some deep talk with closest friend of mine, and it didn't went to the direction I was hoping for, but it is what it is. Um, and yeah, that's probably why I've been thinking about transitioning to a more diverse variety of dolls and toys and mixing and blending all of that. I really need to get into this and to deep dive into this to kind of change the mood that I'm going through. So we'll see. But it is what it is. It's life. So you can always be friend with everyone. So yeah. Now I'm waiting for my customer that will arrive in about 20 minutes. So I need to get ready for her and we will catch up as soon as possible. I have 1 hour before my next customer arrives, and I also have 25 minutes before the headphone that I'm 3D printing is done. So I thought, how about reading the comments that I had from the past video from last week? Because it's kind of cheer me up. So let's do that. I have my, how can I call him? It felt so intimate. Oh. Oh God. I've been talking about him a lot in the vlog. His name is Blue Himitsu, and he is the inspiration that I had for doing the weekly vlog. And I'm always so happy that he comments on my video. And I thought that I wanted to read his comment because it always brings me so much joy, and somehow it kind of we all know how YouTube works, that you need to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment to support the channel and the person you have been watching the content. And it's always kind of reassuring in a way to have that kind of moment, to have someone who supports you, especially if he is the person that inspires you to do something. So that really means a lot. So thanks for that. Let's read a comment. The custom house is so amazing. It just makes me want to grab Woody or Buzz and go full on roleplay. You're super creative. I'm not that much though. I am. It's always confusing because I feel like I still do have this imposter syndrome. I see so many people on YouTube creating miniatures and dioramas, and they're so talented that every time I see or hear or listen or read, you're super creative, it always kind of feels like, am I though? I don't know. But thanks anyway. Fake it till you make it, as we all say. Oh, usually I would just cut that part, but I'm not gonna do that because I'm lazy. And you know what? Nobody can be perfect all the time and have a perfect, um, sentence and all that shit. So let's stick to what's real. The final result is awesome. I hope the ADHD treatment helps you. And yeah, you really don't have to stress every single day about filming. Go touch some grass. Thanks again for the video, and thanks so much for the comment. And I kind of know that I should not, stressed about creating, filming every single day, especially knowing that I think this week is the one that I didn't record anything on Monday. So I guess I did somehow listen to the advice in a way. But it's always confusing because, like, for example, this week, I'm not really proud of that week. Let's be honest. I'm filming this content and I'm going to share it because I know that if I don't share this weekly vlog, I'm going to be pissed and mad, and then I'm going to probably just stop. So I thought that I'm going to do it anyway and post it, even though I'm not proud of the result, because I have this thing in my mind that goes like, if I'm doing something, sharing on YouTube, it has to kind of have a value, either for a tutorial or either for something that people will learn and try and something. I don't know why that I do have that feeling and that conception of things, because um, I'm watching content from people that I really appreciate and love, and they do not create miniature stuff or something like that. And sometimes it's not even the kind of stuff that I'm interested in a way, or at least that I don't want to try. Like, for example, there is stuff for BGD, for example. I don't have any, and I don't plan to have any, but I'm still interested in how it works. And I don't know why, when it comes to me, I feel the need to be sort of legit in the content that I'm sharing, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm gonna work on that. Carriera RAE 550, 55 and 0. I really don't know how to pronounce the name, and I really hope that I didn't butcher it. I think it's kind of sounding Latin in a way, more so that's probably why I did roll the R, like carriera. I don't know if the E is pronounced at the end, like carriere, carriere, carriere. You tell me, and I'm honestly sorry if I did butcher your name. I tried my best. And this is the washing machine that is currently washing the towels for your hair salon. The house is looking great so far. You're very busy. You're very busy. The project often takes longer than we estimate. It does. Here's hoping you get good results with the treatment for ADHD. I'm still working on that. I'm still currently working on that. I had a customer today that had the same molecule that I have for the ADHD treatment, and she told me that what's working for her is that she's taking one pills in the morning and the other one around 11 p.m., sometimes noon. So that way it will be more effective for the rest of the day. I did had to cut for some reason. Do not ask why. Anyway, so I had that customer who is taking the pills this way, and I'm thinking that I'm going to try that maybe tomorrow. Today I took the two pills at the same time at 9 p.m. and yesterday the effect were fading at 7 p.m. and I took the pills at around 9 a.m. Um, but the thing is that what is not easy to control is how exhausted I am when the treatment is fading and the brain is going back to normal. It feels so exhausting. I just feel like my body is currently uh, tired at the end of the day, which is kind of normal because it's kind of a strong molecule that we are um, having in our system. It's kind of stuff that usually for someone who is not ADHD will just stimulate like hard and party all night, if you know what I mean. And we take this when we're ADHD to kind of calm ourselves. So that says a lot in a way. And yeah, it just kind of makes me feel exhausted at the end of the day. And I don't feel the need, not the need, that's not a good way to put it, but don't have enough energy at the end of the day to do something more. So maybe it's a time for my body to get used to the medicine. I don't know. I mean, I started from Tuesday, sorry. That's another thing that I wanted to talk about because the thing is that since I started the treatment, I have no clue what's the day today. Like, for example, today I talked to the customer and 3 times I said, we are on Friday. We are currently on Saturday. But my brain is getting into, no, we are not. We are on Friday. No, we are definitely on Saturday. Everything is just, it's Saturday. Just deal with it. Accept the fact that we're not on Friday. And I can't. I just can't remember that. This week was just a nightmare for that. Um, I think it happened this week because I'm editing the video day by day. But I think it happened this week that I started the video and I realizing that I missed also the mark because it wasn't the day I was talking about. But I don't know. Um, but yeah, so that's what's going on. I just wanted to thank again Blue Himitsu and Carriere for the comments. It really means so much. I'm not gonna get emotional because I really want to cry. But really, thank you for that. It really, really, really means a lot, especially this week when I just feel like I haven't done shit. So thanks so much for taking your time to say hi. Thank you. I'm about to get home now, end of the day. And the plan for tonight is to prepare my bag for tomorrow because there is going to be like an European kind of event where there's going to be a lot of reseller from different countries in Europe. And I definitely want to see that because I haven't been there before. And it's also, well, just something, an activity and something to do on a Sunday. I'm going to get home, get ready for tomorrow, which means that I'm gonna have to get my camera, battery, the dolls, miniatures, accessories, and stuff like that. I'm going to change the doll that I'm gonna do photo with. As you've probably noticed or not, I've changed the name of the account, and I'm going to focus more on what I want to do and less about focusing on some aesthetic and something like that, and just work with the doll I want to work with, photograph the doll I want to photograph, and just focus on the concept of a toy box. Like Andy in Toy Story have different toys and they all play together. from different brands and different things like that. So why can't I, you know? And yeah, I'm gonna do that for the rest of this journey. My brain just freezed. It's so annoying. My body is completely out of battery. When I'm blinking, I do have some issues to maintain my eyes open. This is the level of tired that I am right now. So I'm gonna get home. I'm gonna wait for my train that is arriving in about 20 minutes. So I will focus on edit the vlog of this week. So that will be done and I will be able to post this. So meaning that the last video on this vlog is going to be about my doll bag. And we will see each other next week. And this European event is going to be the opening of the next vlog since I decided to start on Sunday from now on. So yeah, I can't wait to get home and get some rest right now. What's in my doll bag? Obviously, the doll. I've wrapped it around a towel because it's going to be more protective and I want to keep the mystery on the doll that I'm going to use for the account. My camera, a set of extra battery just in case I'm running low on battery. Better be safe, you know. Some extra hands because we never know what we're gonna need. I always take some snack with me just in case because we never know. So like a donut, croissant, ice cream, and a kebab that I've made in polymer clay. And this will go straight to this little box here. And also some drinks. I usually take a cup of coffee, well, kind of the cup of coffee to go, and a bubble tea because that's the easiest things to travel with and it makes it look more natural, like you will not go out on the street with a cocktail, for example. So my go-to will always be coffee and bubble tea. I'm also gonna take this two set of phones, one that is on like a gimbal. Well, we never know, maybe our doll is an influencer or something, and the one that is without it. And this is inspired by, well, this is actually not inspired, this is the gummy phone from Kingdom Hearts, because I just love that design and I want him to have this kind of phone instead of using the classic iPhone and stuff like that. I don't know. And since all my dolls are doll and toy photographer as well, a little camera and two figure or dolls, depending on what you want to call it. This will go straight here as well. And of course, sticky tack and a toothpick because we never know. And that's mainly what I'm gonna have in my doll bag. So the doll, and I will also add the different face expression because this one here is one of a kind. So I'm gonna use that. There's the camera, extra battery, extra hands, accessories, drink, phone, and something to eat in miniature like toys and camera, sticky tack, and a toothpick. And that's it. And we're Sunday. Thanks if you've been this far. We are on Sunday morning. I already have my cup of coffee and milk. I took the medicine at 8 a.m., which was like an hour ago. I only took one pill and I'm saving the other one for 11 a.m. I already put an alarm on my phone to make sure that I'm not missing the medicine call, let's call it that way. And yeah, so this is a little update. I don't know if we're going to go to the European event because it's rainy, it's cloudy, it's kind of foggy, and I just want to just want to stay home. I don't know, we have visitors that will come next week, so I don't know if it's a good idea to go there. There is a lot to do in here before that. So I don't know. We will see how the day goes. So thanks again if you've been watching this far. This really means a lot, and really hope that you enjoyed it so far. Next week, I already have some plans on what what I want to do and what I want to film. So it's gonna be less blurry as it was this week and less empty as it was this week. So yeah, I will see you next week, next Sunday, and you can still catch me up on Instagram. So see ya. Have a lovely Sunday, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. If you, even if it's just an emoji, that works as well. You know, just like an emoji of a rocket and a cowboy. That's more than enough. You know, and well, we'll see you next Sunday. Have a lovely Sunday. Have a lovely and resting weekend, and see ya.